Hey guys, Bassi here. Today I'm bringing you a build I've been using in a bit of Nightfalls, some raids, and some legendary lost sectors. I'm sick of seeing the same build over and over with Necrotics and Osteo, so I wanted to try something else. I managed to pair Vexcalibur with Necrotics and Strand Warlock to make a perfect build that can loop into itself, granting high damage resist and amazing ad clear. To start out, our abilities, fragments, and aspects. Warlocks start with only 2 aspects at the time of this video. Weaver's Call, where casting your rift spawns 3 Threadlings, and Mind Spun Invocation, which buffs each of your nades. We'll be using Threadling nades and Arcane Needle today. With Arcane Needle, you'll be able to apply Unravel to enemies, and then with your Rift and Grenade, you're going to be able to spam Threadlings to do a bunch of damage. For fragments, we have Thread of Generation for the nade energy, Thread of Evolution to buff all our Threadlings and our super, Thread of Rebirth so our Strand primary can generate even more Threadlings, and Thread of Warding to get even more damage resist out of Woven Mail. Now you might ask why we don't run Shackle Nade to suspend enemies. Well, that's mainly because Unstoppable Glaive exists this season, and they're also part of the Osteo Poison build, and I want to stay away from that. For our guns, of course you're going to need Vexcalibur. Vexcalibur is an exotic obtained from a secret mission in the Gulch in the EDZ. I'll have a video down in the description for you guys to go watch. Vexcalibur is an exotic that after obtaining shield charge for it, you hold block and you generate void overshields for you and nearby allies in a pretty large radius. Void overshield has an intrinsic 50% damage resist from any combatants, already making you tankier. Killing an enemy with the glaive melee allows you to fully refund your current void overshield as well. You also gain a bonus to glaive melee damage, roughly 20%, while you have a void overshield, meaning you can loop your overshield over and over with more damage during it. For the exotic armor piece, we have Necrotic Grips. This allows all melees to deal poison damage that scales up over time for 10 seconds. Any enemy that dies with poison inflicted on them spreads that poison in a small 5-meter radius. Last year, Bungie released a patch that allowed all glaive melees to proc exotics, such as Karnsteins and Necrotics. This means your glaive melee from Vexcalibur will both proc Necrotics damage over time, but while you have a void overshield, that poison damage will get buffed by about 20%. To start out with mods, starting with the artifact, you're going to want Volatile Flow, Allied Unraveling, Bricks from Beyond, Untangler, Threaded Blast, and Medieval Champion. For your helmet, you'll want to run 1 Special Ammo Finder, 1 Void, and 1 Strand Siphon. For arms, 1 Momentum Transfer, 1 Bolstering Detonation, and 1 Impact Induction, so you're constantly lowering all ability energies simply by using abilities. For chest, you'll want the Elemental Damage Resist mods for whatever activity you're doing. For legs, you'll want 1 Strand and 2 Void Siphon mods. For your bond, I recommend 1 Time Dilation and 2 Outreaches. Stat-wise, you want to focus Resilience, solely for any endgame content to remain tankier. After that, I recommend Discipline, Recovery, and Strength. I went with 100 Discipline and about 70 Recov, and just got my Strength as high as I could. I personally don't find I use it as much as Discipline and Recov, but it's up to you. To get started with the gameplay loop, you just want to get your Void Overshield from Vexcalibur as soon as you can. One unique interaction is the poison that you can get from Necrotics that gets procced off Vexcalibur will generate Void Siphon orbs as long as that poison is killing enemies. Once you collect an orb of power, you're going to get Woven Mail and Volatile Rounds. Volatile Rounds will be a small buff to any of your Void weapons, such as Vexcalibur, and Woven Mail will be a really high damage resist that can be paired together with Void Overshield. For any endgame or any champions, I would recommend saving some shield energy, so if a boss tries to stomp you, the 97% damage resist from glaives will allow you to be completely negated from any damage. Try to proc the Necrotic Poison as often as you can, and maintain both Void Overshield and Woven Mail. For my kinetic slot, I ran Rufus's Fury from Root of Nightmares, and Commemoration from the Deepstone Crypt. Both of these get boosted by all the mods and buffs you'll be proccing the entire time, such as Volatile Rounds for Commemoration, and Untangler for Rufus. Hopefully you guys like the build with Vexcalibur and Necrotics. Go try it out and let me know what you think or how it could be improved. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.